What would you do if your debt was so bad you decided to simply stop existing? Not move away, not start over, completely disappear. Let your family cry at your funeral. Let the whole world believe you were dead. That's exactly what one man did, and he almost got away with it. This is a story of John Darwin, the man who faked his own death and lived in a secret double life for 5 years. John Darwin was a British man living in the northeast of England, a prison officer, a husband, a father of two sons. By 2002, he was drowning in debt. His properties were about to be repossessed. Bankruptcy was knocking at the door. So John came up with a plan. A crazy, shocking, unbelievable plan. He would fake his own death. On March 21st, 2002, John paddled out into the North Sea in Canoe and never came back. His canoe was found washed up on a beach. Authorities searched for days. His wife Annie reported him missing. His son grieved. His colleagues mourned. John Darwin was officially cleared dead. But here's the twist. John wasn't dead. He was hiding, literally next door to his own wife. He had secretly moved into bedsit, a tiny room right next to the family home. He would sneak in through the back to see his wife Annie. His wife's son had no idea their father was still alive. For 5 years, John lived this double life. He traveled to Panama with his wife to buy land and start a new life aboard. He never applied for a new passport under a false name. The whole time Annie collected his life insurance payout €250,000. It seemed like the perfect crime. Until one photo destroyed everything. In 2007, John and Annie had their picture taken in Panama, smiling, standing together, very much alive. The photo ended up on the internet. One of the John's old colleagues recognized him, reported it, and just like that, the entire story unraveled. In December 2007, John Darwin walked into London police station and said, I quote, I think I am missing person. He had been dead for 5.5 years. Both John and Annie were arrested, tried, convicted. John was sentenced to over 6 years in prison for fraud and deception. Annie received a similar sentence. The judge ruled she had been willing partner in the scheme all along. Their sons, who had spent years grieving their fathers, felt completely betrayed. One of them said, I quote, the learning the truth was worse than being told he had died. John Darwin tried to escape his death. Instead, he lost everything that ever actually mattered. Real people, real story, and sometimes the truth in strangers any fiction. If this story shocked you, hit that like button and subscribe to Real People, Real Story because we have many stories just like this, one coming your way every week. Drop a comment below. Would you ever do that John Darwin did? Let me know.